Alright there, you pricks. Yeah, I've been watching that Battle of the Five Armies, so I thought, I might put my thoughts and feelings down about it, give it a bit of a review on this video thing, whatever it is, yeah. So, yeah, here we are, right, so, first of all, I was a bit confused by the title, because it was like the Battle of the Five Armies, and I saw them, they're elves, right, and the dwarves, short little gits, humans, and then there was Azog's lot, yeah, and then there was Bollard's army from Good to Bad, right, and then there was the Eagles. Were they an army? Like an army? I don't know. The bloody Eagles, and the Bats an army. I'm not sure. Maybe. So I don't know. Is that five? I think that's five armies. Is that five? Is that what it's called? Battle of Five Armies? Is that five armies? I think it probably is. Right. So I was a bit confused by that. I wasn't sure which is an army, which isn't an army, which is just a skirmishing force or something. Which is a regiment. What's an army? I don't know these things. It's a bit confusing. It seems to be either more or less than five. But I suppose it works out in five on average. So anyway, yeah, so I came in, I watched it. So it starts off, right, and there's this big dragon, and it's coming at this town, it's on a lake, it's called Lake Town, and it's breathing fire and shit all over the place. It's, oh, that's brilliant, yeah, it's like I like a burning, I like a village burning, that's like, proper good stuff to me. Yeah, it's just like, Bernie. And then there's this bowman called Bard. Was it Bowman Bard? Bowman the Bard. Yeah, Bowman the Bard. He's like, going, oh, I've got to find a bow at you and stuff, and he's just bouncing off this bag because it's just a silly little bow. But every time he gets to see this little, oh look, there's a little chink in the dragon's armour, that's where the weak point is. So, yeah, they're having this, he's having a bird, then he decides to have a bit of a cotch the dragon, has a bit of a talk with this bowman, going, oh, what are you doing, stupid idiot, what are you trying to do with me? And meantime, his son, his bowman's son, has got this black arrow, racist, so he's got this black arrow, and he's got to fire that, but his bow's broken, so what he does is he gets his son, and he kind of like makes his son into part of the crossbow or something, and then he pulls it back and it flies it, and somehow it manages to hit the dragon right at its weak point, kills it, but doesn't decapitate his son with a bowstring. I don't get that. If his son's head would have come off, that would have been brilliant, wouldn't it? But now we missed out that. So the dragon's dead now. Town's burnt asunder, and that means that the dwarves are all happy and be able to have all the gold to themselves, right? So, yeah, happy ending. But no, that's just when the credits start. That's just when the film begins. Now it's like, oh man, that was like the end of the film. That was like the end of the film, but it was at the beginning. So I was a bit confused. Oh, that was like amazing. I didn't know what was going on. I was really confused by that. But now it's just that's when it began. So now you got all these people that are after the gold. That's what this film's about. It's about getting after the gold. It's like a heist movie or something, like Ocean's 11, but with elves and stuff. I think. Right, yeah, it's something like that. So they come in and they're going after all this stuff, yeah. So the humans turn up, go to the dwarves, go, right, can we have our share of the money now, as soon as we let all you that stuff so you can come in here. And yeah, by the way, our town got burnt down by that dragon you met out in the last film. And I'm like, nah mate, there's only enough gold for us, like, baker's dozen of dwarves we got in here. Don't have enough for this town full of people, so we're just going to barricade it up and not let you have any. And then the elves turn up, and they're like, narcissistic, just idiots. They're the good guys. They're just these narcissistic, just, look at my hair, we want our necklace back, la-di-da-di-da-di-da, who cares, yeah, you don't want your necklace back, you just want your ribbon mitts and all that gold, don't you? Don't give it all this, look at us, honourable, we want our bloody necklace back. Nah, you just want to kill some dwarves and get your money. Don't make yourself any better than the rest of us, pricks. But yes, right, they're coming in this, and then meantime, Gandalf and woman elf and that elf and Saruman having a fight with his ghosts, kicking ghosts all over the place. And it's like, oh man, that's wicked, man. Ghosty fight. It turns out Lord Sauron is like there and stuff like this. It's all like, oh, this is like the beginning of Lord of the Rings and everything. This is like how it all started or something. So yeah, they're having this fight, and this elf does this, goes a bit mental and goes, and that scares all ghosts off for getting their asses kicked. But it turns out these ghosts are actually the ring wraith, you see. Between you and me, I quite like it when the ring wraiths get their asses kicked, because, you know, I mean, these ring wraiths are always like, oh, orcs go over there, orcs go over there, orcs go over there, by our command. Bunch of pricks. So yeah, it's quite good watching that. So they're having this fight. And then Saruman goes, it's alright, I'll deal with it. Because he's our boy, man. Saruman's our boy! So yeah, anyway, they're having this fight, or something. Back in the mines, back in Lonely Mountain, with the gold. This dwarf king, he's having a bit of a mental breakdown. He's going mad for the gold. He's like, oh, I don't want to give up any gold to anyone. Oh, but there's mountains of it. It's ridiculous. It's just a filthy amount of plunder. It's just, I couldn't even, if all those orcs had it together, we wouldn't even be able to just, we'd all be rich. As many orcs as there are, if the orcs had that pile of gold, every orc would be rich. We'd share it amongst ourselves somehow or another, gambling or whatever. But now he's like, I just want it all to myself because I'm a stupid dwarf with a stupid beard and all that. Yeah, so that happens. And they have this conversation, and then Gandalf turns on and says, hey, calm it down everyone, because, you know, there's orcs coming. See your armies of orcs, because I got you faster because I'm a wizard. And everyone's going, oh, there's no orcs, we've not seen any orcs. And so then the dwarfs, more dwarfs turn up, because it's like, oh no, we're going to have a fight now. These dwarfs, there's this boring dwarf, because he's on a boar, you see, get it, he's boring dwarf. And he's like, oh yeah, my mate's in there, so we're going to have a fight now, and yeah. And just as the dwarves and the elves are finally going to kick the shit out of each other, impeccable timing as always, as orcs turn up. We've been travelling by secret worm, something. These secret worms drilling through the hills. So the worms come out of the hill, open these big holes, and then the orc army comes in. I don't know if you were travelling inside the worms or behind the worms, because there didn't seem to be enough time between the worms coming out of the hill and going back in to the orcs coming out for the worms to get out of the way. But anyway, it turns out giant worms don't fight, so we didn't use them because that would have been useful. So yeah, we come in and go, oh look, the dwarfs straight away go, oh right, we're not fighting elves, let's fight the orcs instead, because everyone hates an orc. Everyone hates, they always cannot fight the elves. I mean, we could have got on really good, but no, we can't, not standing little bastards. Yeah, so it all kicks off then. So the orcs, we come running in, hey, come on, fight. The dwarfs formed up in a big shield wall, and it's all going to kick off, and then the elves just have to get involved, don't they? The elves have to like, oh, look at us, oh, we're so graceful and all this. They jump over the shield wall and start slaughtering the orcs by just hundreds of them. Just, it's like, we've got the superior numbers, we've got all these tactics, because Azog's up on the hill doing all this semaphore shit, right? We've got the element of surprise, but we're a warrior race. You know, we don't have poets and musicians, and we don't do all this la-di-da stuff. We're bred for war, and yet it seems like anyone in Middle-earth has not fought near us, and an orc can fall over. That's it, you know. Orcs just get killed all the time by farts and just hobbits throwing rocks. Unskilled hobbits throwing rocks is a match for an Uruk-hai warrior. That's the way it rolls. So yeah, a lot of that happens. And there's this big fight. Everyone's fighting, and eventually, you know what the worst enemy against them is? It's not as orcs, even though Well, no, we're not formidable. I was going to say we're quite formidable. We're not. And then we've got these trolls that, for some reason, someone must have been smoking some serious mushrooms to come up with the idea of amputating bits out of these trolls and turn them into siege weapons. My favourite one is this guy who's just strapped a load of rocks onto his head and he runs at this city and just headbutts it, knocks himself out like a plank, but makes a big hole in the battlements. That was brilliant. That was just absolutely amazing, mate. But yeah, so the main enemy that the good guys are facing seems to be exhaustion. It's just like getting tired. There's this guy, it's just this boring dwarf, he's just headbutting orcs, he's not got Eldon. Orcs got helmets on, but still every time he headbutts one, there's an orc door, die. It's like 5 minutes of him headbutting orcs. We're all like eventually just, they're getting exhausted, that's what they're getting. Oh dear, hey, And so then, guy under the lonely man, the mad dwarf king, just gets over it, just shrugs it off like, alright, yeah, had a bit of a mental wobble. Now let's get to fighting again. So they come out, but that baker's dozen of dwarves seems to rebolster the entire army, and then they come in, kill more orcs, and then some goats appear out of magic. Goats appear, they go up the hills, go and fight Azog. So it's just a small mountain fighting Azog, and there's this young dwarf, I think it's a female dwarf, is it? It's got not much of a beard, seems to be having dating issues with Legolas's best mate or something. So yeah, you've got this one, and you've got a bald dwarf with a beard, and you've got dwarf leaders. So they're all coming up having a fight with Azog, having a bit of a barney. So comes out, Azog kills the young dwarf, no one cares. It's like, this character's been in like, for 3 films it's been around, yet no one cares about it. Like, oh well, not invested in the character, you're not been invested in the character's been around, but not invested in it. It's like, oh well, that was died, never mind, on to the next one. But yeah, so anyway, the other characters actually get angry about it, obviously. But yeah, so they're having a fight, and yeah, what happens next? Oh, Bollock turns up. Yeah, he turns up. So Bollock's fighting the female dwarf, and Azog is having a barney with King Mad Dwarf. So Oakenshield, that's his name, Oakenshield. Yeah. So Oakenshield and Azog are having a fight, and then this female dwarf is having a fight, and then a girlfriend turns up. Not a girlfriend, a boyfriend turns up. Right? Is it? They look the same. Was that a male dwarf and a female elf? I'm not. Is it? Let me know in the comments below. I don't know. So yeah, these dwarf and this elf having a fighting Bollock. Bollock kills the dwarf. That makes the elf angry. They have a bit of a fight. They fall down a mountain. So yeah, so that one is still fighting Oakenshield. Yeah, so they fall down a mountain, then Legolas turns up, defies the laws of gravity, does swinging around, kills Bollock, right? So then Azog decides it's going to be a great idea to fight Oakenshield on an iced over lake on the top of a mountain with a big boulder on a chain. So, you know, he's already beat him up several times throughout this movie series, just, you know, using normal weapons, but no, I'm just going to use this big practical chain and boulder. So it doesn't go too well for him. He ends up sinking below the ice, doesn't he? So he's sinking below the ice, and Oakenshield, being a bit of a gloater, he keeps following him in the ice. I think at any point soon he's going to take his dick out and have a piss on the ice where Azog is. Azog doesn't have any time for that, because he stabs him through the ice. He stabs him in his foot, and then he has a bit more of a body, and he kills Oakenshield, he puts his sword through him, but while he's putting his sword through him, Oakenshield turns and it's like mutual destruction, both dead. So yeah, both mortally wounded, Azog back into the ice, and the dwarf looks over at the carnage that he's created for all his greed, because he didn't want to share some gold, bunch of orc mates, and dies. And then after that, some stuff happens. It awkwardly gets things crowbarred in to be foreshadowing for the trilogy that they made about 10 years ago, and then it all, Bilbo goes home. Is it Bilbo or is it Frodo? Bilbo goes home, and he it ends with the beginning of the first film with Lord of the Rings trilogy. Like I said, it happened years ago. But yeah, that's it. That's the end of this epic. So I don't know what to think of it. I think us orcs are always underrepresented. Oh, those eagles! I forgot about the eagles turned up, killed an army in about 5 seconds. Ford's army died in about 5 seconds. It was like, oh look, there's an army there. Oh, the eagles turned up, dropped a burr on them, and that was it. End of Bollard's army. Yes, I don't know. We're not very well represented in these films. I'd like for us to have a bit more character, a bit more like show up and actually be a formidable threat. Like I say, it's the exhaustion that was like the main enemy, the good guys in this film. Was like, well, they got too exhausted slaying orcs. They were getting a bit tired and they needed a bit of a nap. And that was it. That was basically the main problem we had, not the actual orcs themselves, because these hardly trained warrior race was just getting slaughtered by the dozen. Yeah, so anyway, I think I'd give it about 5 skulls out of 10. I mean, the battles were quite good, but yeah, we needed a bit more orc. We needed a bit more orc deadly action. But anyway, that's it for me, and if you want to see more from me in the future, maybe put some comments down there and say, oi, get that orc back on this channel. We want him. He's better. So yeah, get him on. And in the meantime, go waste yourselves, you human slags. Alright? Ta-ta. Still